wireless router. Okay, in the wireless router, this portion. So how we can configure? First, we need to create this topology in a packet tracer, and then we will fill this table and we will follow the rest of the instruction here. Okay, we have the steps. So let's first create this topology in packet tracer. So the topology, first we can take one router 2901, any router. Then you can take the switch 2960 switch, any switch you can take it, and then you need one PC and one server. Okay, let's say we have one PC and we will take one server. Let's say any server we can take. Okay, so the server, and the other side we will take direct connection for the wireless. So how you can find the wireless here? You can see here. So these things we can easily do it, but the wireless connections you can find it by using this one. See here, the wireless devices. So in this case you need to click it here. Okay, or you can find, you can write here. If you need wireless, just write here wireless. Okay, wireless router, or wireless router. Let's say router. It is not showing. Okay, we'll leave it. So you can click it here, this wireless device, and now you will find all your wireless device here. See, here you have the home gateway. Then you have this wireless. Okay, this wireless you can take it. Even you can take the home router. So it's up to you. Whatever you want, you can take it. Home router you want to take, or this wireless router you want to take. It's up to you. Let's say we can take this wireless WRT, this wireless device. Now we need to make the connection according to the topology here. And so how we can do it? Let me create the connections here. FA02, I can connect with the PC 0, and there this, let's say this is our web server. Okay, and then I need to connect the switch to wireless router. Sorry, the router, and the router is further connected with the wireless router. Okay, see here. So in the wireless router we need to add wireless PC, wireless laptop, and wireless printer. So we will add one by one. We will take the wireless gigabit 0, and here internet connection. Okay, this internet. So you need to connect with the internet port. Okay, now I have connected. So then we need PC. Let's say we can take one PC, one laptop, and one, let's say, printer. Even you can take the mobile phone. Okay, so even let me take the mobile phone as well. Okay, now you can see it is we are getting the connection now only for the mobile, not for the laptop, PC, and the printer. So here we can just use, we can properly label the topology. So this is our SHCT PC, SHCT PC, SHCT PC, and here we have the web server or SHCT LAN. Let's say we have SHCT LAN, and here we have HCT LAN, okay, and then we need to fill the table here. Assign the second valid IP to FA0 of the SHCT PC. Let's say this one, the first one. So here we are going to assign the first valid IP. So what is the first valid IP? Can you tell me, please? Yes. What is the first valid IP? 1.1 and default subnet mask 255.255.255.0. So I'm going to fill the table first. Then after filling this table, I will assign these IP addresses to these PC in packet tracer. Okay. Third valid IP address to the DHCP server or the web server, no problem, the same. Okay, let's say we have the web server. So the third valid IP will be to the DHCP or the web server. Let's say this is our web server. Okay, I'm going to just make it web server 1.3 and assign the first valid IP address to gigabit 00. So the first valid IP will be 1.1.
Mr.
Okay. Yes, please tell me.
LPC 1.2.
Yeah, second valid IP, sorry. second 1.2. This is what I'm expecting. Okay, so you need to find out the mistakes. Okay, so gigabit 01, now see gigabit 01 XCP LAN. So this is 2.0. So gigabit 01, we can go for first valid IP to gigabit 01. So here now we have 2.1, yes, and the second valid IP to internet. So here the second valid IP you can go for, the second will be 2.2. Okay, so now we have assigned these IP addresses 2.1 and the LAN. The LAN, yeah, the LAN give on a network address 3.0 and fill the table with the following address of the wireless router. Use a default subnet mask where needed. Assign the first valid IP to the LAN 3.1. Let's say 3.1. Here 3.1. Okay. First valid is 3.1 and all have a default subnet mask. Okay. So I will use the default subnet mask. And here for the PC, for this PC we have 1.1. And for the web server also the same 1.1. That's all. So we fill the table. Okay, so now we have done up to this point. Now we need to configure the IP addresses to the HTTPC DHCP, sorry, web server. Let's say I'm using a web server. Okay, web server by taking the IP from the table. So this is our HTTPC. Let me take this IP. I will go to the SHTTPC, go to the desktop and assign the IP addresses. So the IP address is 192.168.1.2, default subnet mask, and default gateway is 1.1. Okay, so this one we have designed, we already assigned these IP addresses, we already fill in the table. Okay, and for the web server, let me assign this IP address to the web server. Here, let's say we have the web server, go to the desktop, IP config, and 1.3, and default gateway is 1.1. Okay, now we have assigned these IP addresses to these PCs. Now we need to assign the IP address to this router. Okay, so let me assign the, I will just show you. So this router, let me assign the IP address to gigabit 00 and gigabit 01 interface. So gigabit 00 interface, you can see here, I need to assign this IP address 192.168.1.1. So you have two methods, you can do it. Go to the config tab, gigabit 00, and assign the IP address 1.1 and default subnet mask and no shutdown. So you must need to write the port status must be on. If you will not make it on, it will not turn to green. Okay, so then this gigabit 01, you can assign gigabit 01, you can assign this piece, this IP address. Okay, 2.1, and just make it on. So these are the steps which we have done here so far. So once you will finish these steps, you then configure the host name of the router. How to configure the host name of the router? Go to the router, go to the CLI, and write exit, and write here host name. Okay, host name. So what is the host name? R1. Let's say R1. Okay, R1. Host name R1. Okay, and banner message. This is the banner message. Okay, let me copy the banner message. I will configure it there. Okay, so banner MOTD. So in this is banner message. Now you need to configure the banner message. Okay, then after that, enforce a minimum password length as it should be at least 7 character. Okay, so minimum password length. So here you can write security password minimum length. So minimum length how much? 7. Okay, 7 characters. You can see 7 characters. So we write 7 characters. Now we need to configure privilege level password. Let's say privilege level password, I will say Cisco. Okay, I will not use this one. And console also I will use the Cisco. Just make it common. Okay, and auxiliary also Cisco. Okay, I will use all for Cisco just to make the activity simple. So what is the first step we need to do? Privilege level password. So what is the privilege level password? Can you tell me please? How to configure privilege level password? Enable password. Okay, Cisco, let's say Cisco. So I am going to write Cisco. Password too short. So I cannot make it Cisco because at least it should be 7 character 1, 2, 3. I need to add 1, 2, 3. Okay, because we already mentioned, so we need to enforce the password length. It should be at least 7 character in length. So here if we are putting CISCO, it's a 5 character. So we cannot assign the 5 character because it is too short. Okay, Cisco 1, 2, 3. Enable, done. Now the second one, console password. Console password, or we can say the user exit password. So user exit password, how to configure user exit password? Yes, please. Line console 0. Yes, line console 0 password. Let's say Cisco 1, 2, 3 and login. Sorry, login. LOGIN, login. Okay, done. Now auxiliary password. Configure AUX password. Exit AUX password. AUX. Okay, line AUX 0. Line AUX 0 password. Let's say Cisco 1, 2, 3 and login. Done. So we have configured console privilege level password, user exit password and AUX auxiliary password. Now we already configured the gigabit 00 interface and we have assigned the IP addresses to gigabit 0 and 01. So now the next question is display the physical address or MAC address of the switch. Okay, so how we can display the MAC address of the switch? Yes. What is the command? Yes, please. What is the command to show the MAC address? Yes, please. See here. So far, show MAC address table. You can see here. So far, the MAC address. Sorry. Now here to the switch. Okay. Now see here the switch is. They are saying we don't have we don't need to assign the IP address to the okay, the VLAN. Okay, we don't need to assign it. But some cases we can assign it. Okay, so what is the physical MAC address of switch 2? So this is the switch 2. This is our switch 2. Okay, let's say this is our switch 2. Okay, so here switch 2, what is the MAC address? Enable show MAC address, show MAC address table. Now you can see, so FA03, it is connected with router. Okay, so this is the MAC address of gigabit, sorry, FA03. Now we need to know the MAC address of FA02 and FA01. So in this case, first you need to ping from here to here, and from here to here you can ping. Now it is successful. Now we will see what is the MAC address of. Now you can see, so the MAC address of this PC FA01 on FA01 port. FA01 port is this. This is the MAC address, and FA02. This is the MAC address, and FA03. This is the MAC address. Okay. Let's say FA02. We want to know the MAC address of this SHCT PC. Let's say this one FA02. So what is the MAC address? This is the MAC address. Okay. Let me copy this one, and here the MAC address of FA0. Okay, on the port number 2. We are here on the FA02. Okay. So what is the MAC address? So just copy paste the MAC address. Okay. So this is the MAC address. What is the OUI portion of the MAC address? OUI portion is first 6 bit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Just copy this one. Sorry, up to this point. Let me copy. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this one you can delete. And what is the EUI portion? EUI portion. Now you can see. Just let me copy this one, and EUI portion we can. So this is the EUI portion. Okay. So this is the EUI portion of the MAC address. Find the name of the vendor that manufacture this NIC, no need to go to the internet, no need to find it. Okay. So display the physical address of the MAC address of the SHCT PC. See here. So what is the MAC address of SHCT PC? Let's say we can go there. And what is the MAC address of this PC? Go to the command prompt and write IP config config /all. Now see here. So this physical address. See here this physical address. So this is the MAC address of this SHCT PC. Okay. Copy this one and paste it here. MAC address. Okay. Clear? So what is the OUI portion of the MAC address? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is the MAC address of, the OUI portion of the MAC address. Okay. And what is the vendor manufactured name of the, EUI portion, or this one. Okay. EUI portion. Or you can say this one in this way. So this is the EUI portion, or you can say the vendor portion of the MAC address. So this is the vendor portion of the MAC address. This is the vendor portion of the MAC address. Okay. This one is clear to all of you? Yes. So shall I go to the step number 9? Okay. Now step number 9, if you will see here in step number 9, configure the wireless router with the following information. So set the display name of the wireless router to WRS1. So display name, Control Z. Let me copy this one, and I will go to the wireless. See, so display name should be WRS, and here you can also set. See here display name. So this is the display name WRS1. Okay. So I have set this name, and now what is the second? Configure the IP address of the internet port and the LAN port. So internet port and the LAN port, and taking the IP from the above table. So here, if you will go to the internet port, we will assign 2.2, and the LAN port we will assign this IP Control Z 2.2. Sorry, this internet port. Okay. So go to this router, internet port. See here the internet port, static IP. So what is the IP address? 2.2, subnet mask, same, default gateway is 2.1. So this is the IP you need to configure. Now the second is the LAN. Sorry, LAN network. In the LAN, we can assign this IP address. Sorry, this IP address on the LAN. So click on the LAN and assign this IP address here. Okay. Plus done. You have configured these two port, internet port and the LAN port. Okay. Of the wireless router. Now you finish, set the display. Okay. Now you finish the wireless internet port and the LAN port configuration of your wireless router. Now we will enable the DHCP services on the router, and it should set the start IP address of the wireless network as 3.30. So how you can do it? Go to the wireless router and click it here. Click it on the wireless router, and now you need to click the GUI. Go to the GUI. This internet part we have already done, and the router means the LAN part. This is 3.1. DHCP is enabled. But the start IP, it should be 3. Here, what they are saying. So start IP 3.30. See here 3.30. So we should start from 3.30, and maximum number of users, let's say 5. We will assign here 5. Maximum number user 5, and must save the setting. Okay. If you will save the setting, then it will apply. Now once you will save the setting, it is done. So limit the maximum number of user in the wireless network as 5, and choose the wireless mode as a wireless and only. So here, see, now this one done, wireless. Just now you need to set this one. Click on the wireless, and here wireless mode, wireless and only. And network SSID, We will see what we need to set SSID as a SHCT. So we need to configure the SSID, mean the name of the network, SHCT. So go here and type SSID SHCT, and then SSID broadcast option should be enabled, and see here it is enabled. Save it, save the setting. Okay, so once you click it here on the save button, it will save automatically. Okay, so don't you think, okay, if it is not working, or if it is not displaying anything, so don't get confused. Okay, so it means it is working fine. Now what we need to do, we need to configure the security mode WPA to personal, and we need to assign this phrase 1 to 9. Okay, so how you can do it? So in this case, click it here on the wireless security, this tab, wireless security tab. First you need WPA to personal and encryption AES, and the passphrase 129, then save the setting. Okay, so now you need to configure the wireless PC, laptop and printer, and verify the connectivity. Now we have done our setting, and this is the name of the network is SHCT. Now we need to connect these PC or laptop. By default, please keep it in your mind, by default there is no network NIC with this PC1 and the laptop. So what we need to do, first we need to install the wireless NIC on the PC and the laptop. So how you can do it? First you need to click on the PC, then you need to first make it off. See this button, you need to shut down the computer, and then remove this one and bring to this yellow portion. Now it is removed. You can see this portion is now empty. Now you can install the wireless NIC. Now you need to make it on. Now you have the wireless network you have installed on this PC1. Okay, what we need to do now, we need to configure the wireless configuration. Click here, see here, 1 minute again from the beginning, PC wireless. Now you need to do the configuration. You need to connect this PC with this wireless router. So how to do it? So you can click on the PC wireless, click on connect. Now you will find here wireless network name in the SSID. Just click it here on this option, connect, and here the passphrase 129 123 456 789. Press connect. Now you can see this PC is connected with your wireless router. Done. Now the laptop also. In the laptop we don't have the wireless NIC. First I need to install the wireless NIC. Then I will do the next configuration. Now first always off the laptop. Okay. After laptop, remove this LAN NIC and drop here in the yellow place. Now you can see now the place is empty. NIC place is empty. Bring this NIC, wireless NIC, and install it here. Put it here. So once you will done it, please must switch on the laptop. Must switch on the laptop by clicking here. Once you will click, this light will glow. This light will start glowing. Okay. So now we have installed the wireless NIC on the laptop. Now we need to do the basic configuration on the wireless, on the laptop. So basic wireless configuration we need to do. So just click on the desktop, then you need to click here on the PC wireless, this option, and then connect this tab, connect tab. After maybe few seconds, you will get the name of the wireless here. So just you need to select it. Once you will select, it will turn to blue color. Okay, it will turn to blue color. Then you need to connect, press here connect button, and then you need to enter the pre-shared key. So what is the pre-shared key? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, whatever you have assigned to this wireless, whatever you configure here. Okay, so then connect. See, now it is connected with your wireless network. Okay, the same way smartphone or the printer, let's say we can connect with the printer with the wireless network, wireless router. So first, the same thing, you need to install the wireless NIC. First you need to remove the this one, and the network, sorry, this is off, and then remove this NIC, install the wireless NIC, switch on, now done. This is done. After that, config tab, wireless, here WPA2 personal, passphrase 129, and the SSID, SHCT. Okay, once you will done it, no need to say, here you don't have any button to save. You can see after some time, it will connect with your wireless router. Okay, now the last step here, we can just connect this smartphone with the wireless router. How to do it? Click the smartphone, go to the desktop, or let's say we can go to the config. Here you have the wireless. You can see here the wireless. In the wireless, first you need to write the SSID, WPA2 personal, and the passphrase. Once you will do it, after some time, it will connect with your wireless router. Now you can see, now it is connected. So this is the total topology which we have designed in Packet Tracer, and this is activity number 8. Okay, this is the activity number 8. So